All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Beav. Today we've got one case at 2024 Leaf of a Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live at eBay Live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary, full link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Nolan Souza, 1 of 2. RJ Austin, 1 of 2. Charlie Condon, 3 of 6. Angel Martinez, 6 of 7. Brady Ebel, 2 of 10. Noah Schultz, 3 of 9. Jesus Mate, 4 of 7. Fernando Tatis, 1 of 7. Brady Ebel, 3 of 3. Cam Smith, 4 of 7. Tommy Troy, 4 of 9. Chuck Knobloch, 3 of 6. Tommy White, 6 of 10. And Matt Shaw, bright and shiny, 2 of 10. Liam Peterson, 1 of 6. Chase Burns, 6 of 9. Blake Burke, 8 of 8. Brody Brecht, 4 of 5. Landon Rupp, 1 of 7. AJ Gracia, 2 of 6. And Josue DePaula, 1 of 4. Dean Moss, 2 of 8. Caleb Bonemer, 6 of 6. Jonathan Santucci, 5 of 7. Drake Baldwin, 5 of 5. Roderick Arias, 6 of 9. Luis Morales, 2 of 3. And Wade Boggs, 10 of 10. Oh, they did a real good job sealing that one up. Box number 5. Jacob Wilson, 6 of 9. George Brett, 1 of 10. Christian Scott, 3 of 3. Peyton Toll, 1 of 10. Ethan Anderson, 2 of 4. And Caleb Durbin, 7 of 9. And dual auto, Caleb Presley and Jersey Jerry, 6 of 6. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Previously, that would have defaulted to not Jersey Jerry. But we've recently been able to list him, so actually has to be random this time. Gary Gilhill, 6 of 7. Our Pools, 2 of 8. Jared Thomas, 2 of 6. Kellen Lindsay, 3 of 7. Jordan Tong, 7 of 9. Alejandro Rosario, 6 of 10. And dual auto, Kevin McGonigal and Bryce Rayner, 1 of 7. Brandon Montgomery, 7 of 10. Ichiro, 5 of 8. Boston Bateman, 1 of 4. Cooper Pratt, 10 of 10. Thatcher Hurd, 7 of 9. Will Gasparino, 7 of 7. And Samuel Basayo, 3 of 10. Zebby Matthews, 4 of 7. Ricky Henderson, 7 of 7. Mike Sirota, 3 of 9. Hagen Smith, 4 of 8. Caden Dana, 9 of 10. Brady House, 6 of 6. And triple auto, Jacob Melton, Walker Yannick, and Zach DeZenzo, 4 of 5. We've got a hot box. Every card is a 1 of 1. AJ Gracia, Ricky Henderson, Brady Ebel, Dylan Cruz, Lazaro Montez, Brendan Summerhill, and quad auto Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, Kyle Teal, and Brady Montgomery. Nice. And final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Trey Savage, 9 of 9. Jose Canseco, 4 of 8. Gavin Turley, 8 of 9. Daniel Savet, 2 of 2. Victor Scott, 8 of 8. Tyson Lewis, 4 of 7. And Dylan Cruz, 3 of 6. And that'll do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Gonna get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of the randoms. And after this, we do have 2025 Pro Set Metal Football coming up. All right, for the hits, Nolan Souza, RJ Austin, Charlie Condon, Angel Martinez, Brady Ebel, Noah Schultz, Jesus Made, Fernando Tatis, Brady Ebel, Cam Smith, Tommy Troy, Chuck Knobloch, Tommy White, Matt Shaw, Liam Peterson, Chase Burns, Blake Burke, Brody Brax, Landon Rupp, AJ Gracia, Jose DePaula, Dean Moss, Caleb Boner, Jonathan Santucci, Drake Baldwin, Roderick Arias, Luis Morales, Wade Boggs, Jacob Wilson, George Brett, Christian Scott, Peyton Toll, Ethan Anderson, Caleb Durbin, Gary Gill-Hill, Albert Pujols, Jared Thomas, Kellen Lindsay, Jonah Tong, Alejandro Rosario, Brady Montgomery, Ichiro, Boston Bateman, Cooper Pratt, Thatcher Hurd, Will Gasparino, Samuel Basayo, Zebby Matthews, Ricky Henderson, Mike Sirota, Hagen Smith, Caden Dana, Brady House, AJ Gracia, Ricky Henderson, Brady Ebel, Dylan Cruz, Lazaro Montez, Brendan Summerhill, Trey Savage, Jose Canseco, Gavin Turley, Dennis Savet, Victor Scott, Tyson Lewis, and Dylan Cruz. And head to random.org, Caleb Presley and Jersey Jerry, Kevin McGonigal, Bryce Rayner, Jacob Melton, Walker Yannick, Zach DeZenzo, and Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, Kyle Teal, and Brady Montgomery. Alright, that's it for baseball. We are on to 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football and just a few. First up, we're going to knock these guys out. To random.org we go. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and gonna go. Gotta roll some dice. Gotta be through how to be valid for us. Gonna go 9 times on the randoms. Starting off with Caleb Presley and Jersey Jerry. Final roll. Jersey Jerry taking it home. Congratulations. Next up, Kevin McGonigal and Bryce Rayner. Final roll. Kevin McGonigal coming out on top. Congratulations. Jacob Mellon, Walker Yannick, and Zach DeZenzo. Final roll. Jacob Mellon staying on top. And finally, Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, Kyle Teal, and Brandon Montgomery. Final roll. Kyle Teal coming out on top. Alright, that is it for baseball. We're on to 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football here in just a second. Gonna get that set up and good to go. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football to get into. We'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it as a seller on eBay. It'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live at eBay Live. I'll see how much you know per design. So you can link down in the description. Started with Ty Law, 3 of 5. At least that's a really short one. That should be easy to complete, theoretically. Jacoby George, 3 of 49. Danny Werfel, 4 of 49. Brady Colosi, 46 of 49. Roman Wilson, 3 of 5. Malachi Nelson, 7 of 9. Robert Lewis, 18 of 25. Christopher Vizina, 7 of 10. Jackson Arnold, 8 of 9. And Cam Coleman, 15 of 15. Omarion Hampton, 2 of 25. Raheem Sanders, 42 of 49. Terrell Davis, 6 of 25. Eddie George, 49 of 49. Evans Abode, 39 of 49. Micah Hudson, 7 of 9. Elijah Olkey, 21 of 25. Juju Lewis, 8 of 25. Amar Johnson, 1 of 3. Joe Montana, 5 of 25. And Kirby Smart, Portraits Auto, 3 of 10. Oh, there, I'll take care of that. I got you guys. No fancy soundboard, but I'll be glad to make that sound effect. Double up, Jalen Daniels, 7 of 25, and 1 of 1, Ryder Lions. Boom. That is what, the 8th? 8th one of one for the nameplates we've gotten? Also, by the way, just to make sure you know this, now you got to complete that. That is now your job. You can't sell it, you got to complete it. Ethan Grunkmeyer, 1 of 1. Derby Bernard, 49 of 49. Ty Simpson, 6 of 10. Brett Favre, 8 of 15. Tredavious Green, 6 of 10. Dylan Sampson, 3 of 10. Jalen Brown, 7 of 20. Elvin Bethea, 6 of 10. And Cam Ward, 4 of 10. Javon Diggs, 22 of 25. Mark Gronowski, 2 of 5. Bill Parcells, 20 of 49. Matt Nyamaliva, 2 of 7. Zion Chris, 9 of 49. Justin Thurman, 8 of 8. 2 of 8. Ryan Montgomery. Trey Benson, 8 of 9. Nate Frazier, 3 of 7. Elijah Surratt, 8 of 9. And Marcel Reed, 6 of 20. Halfway point, box number 5. Michael Hawkins Jr., 14 of 25. Luke McCaffrey, 11 of 15. Sean Merriman, 1 of 5. Achilles Smith Jr., 18 of 49. Casey Concepcion, 4 of 7. Tommy Malott, 23 of 25. Jacoby George, 5 of 10. CJ Daniels, 7 of 9. Mason Holtzclaw, 9 of 9. Oscar Delp, 2 of 15. And Harlan Berry, 3 of 10. Sam Levitt, 24 of 25. Warren Sapp, 11 of 25. Ricky Waters, 2 of 5. Patrick Mahomes, 21 of 25. Troy Aikman, 10 of 49. Kendrick Law, 2 of 10. Brady Allen, 1 of 25. Keaton Hauser, 4 of 25. Javon Diggs, 4 of 8. And Nicholas Singleton, 6 of 25. Box number 7. Rowan Wilson, 7 of 25. Trey Benson, 11 of 25. Brian Bosworth, 20 of 25. Garrett Nussmeier, 11 of 49. Carnell Tate, 8 of 49. Eric Singleton, 6 of 15. Roddy White, 1 of 9. 2 of 7 for Xavier Restrepo. Baron Sorrell, 3 of 3. 10 of 10 for Antoine Wells Jr. And DJ Lagway, 19 to 20. The blue on blue. That's pretty. Dylan Sampson, 24-25. Peyton Thorne, 10-25. Mark Burnell, 1-49. Jimmy Horn Jr., 4-15. Cade Klubnik, 6-15. Mario Anderson Jr., 4-10. Grant Taylor, 13-15. 4-5 for Justice Haynes. Caden Salter, 1-25. Lawrence Arnold, 7-9. And Ryan Wingo, 10-10. Box number 9. Caden Salter, 5-25. Isaiah Bond, 10-15. Julian Edelman, 1-15. Noah Fafita, 8-15. Urian Dickey, printing plate, 1-1. Trevor Jackson, 17-25. Malik Washington, 1-5. George McIntyre, 10-25. Ethan Garbers, 2-8. Jaden Wilson, 8-25. And Pro Set Platinum, 7-10. Darian Mensah. He really did not want to use up a lot of that sticker. Final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. George McIntyre, 4-25. Austin Simmons, 30-49. Mike Singletary, 20-25. Bryce Underwood, 20-25. Jim Kelly, 13-25. Ryan Puglisi, 9-20. Jamari Miller, 6-10. Caden Durham, 3-10. Ricky Collins, 9-10. JT Lindsay, 7-20. And Austin Simmons, 25-25. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Spending a little bit of your Thursday morning here with us. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. After this, we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century. And then at the top of the hour is 2024 Leaf Decadence Multisport. For the hits, Jacoby George, Danny Werfel, Braden Falanicolozzi, Rowan Wilson, Malachi Nelson, Robert Lewis, Christopher Vizina, Jackson Arnold, Cam Coleman, Raheem Sanders, Terrell Davis, Eddie George, Evans Svoboda, Micah Hudson, Elijah Olkey, Juju Lewis, Amar Johnson, Joe Montana, Kirby Smart, Ethan Grunkmeyer, Jimmy Bernard, Ty Simpson, Brett Favre, Tredez Green, Dylan Sampson, Jalen Brown, Elvin Mathea, Cam Ward, Mark Gronowski, Bill Parcells, Matt Niamaliava, Zion Chris, Justin Thurman, Ryan Montgomery, Trey Benson, Nate Frazier, Elijah Surratt, Marcel Reed, Luke McCaffrey, Sean Merriman, Achilles Smith Jr., Casey Conception, Tommy Malott, Jacoby George, CJ Daniels, Mason Holtzclaw, Oscar Delp, Harlan Berry, Warren Sapp, Ricky Waters, Patrick Mahomes, Troy Aikman, Kendrick Law, Brady Allen, Caden Hauser, Trayvon Diggs, Nicholas Singleton, Trey Benson, Brian Bosworth, Garrett Nussmeier, Cardinal Tate, Eric Singleton Jr., Roddy White, Xavier Restrepo, Baron Sorrell, Antoine Wells Jr., DJ Lagway, Peyton Thorne, Mark Burnell, Jimmy Horn Jr., Cade Klubnik, Mario Anderson Jr., Grant Gray, Justice Haynes, Caden Salter, Lawrence Arnold, Ryan Wingo, Isaiah Bond, Julian Edelman, Noah Fafita, Urian Dickey, Trevor Jackson, Malik Washington, George McIntyre, Ethan Garbers, Jaden Wilson, Darian Mensah, Austin Simmons, Mike Singletary, Bryce Underwood, Jim Kelly, Ryan Puglisi, Jamari Miller, Caden Durham, Ricky Collins, JT Lindsay, Austin Simmons, Ty Law, Amari Hampton, Jalen Daniels, Trayvon Diggs, Michael Hawkins Jr., Sam Levitt, Rowan Wilson, Dylan Sampson, Caden Salter, George McIntyre, and 1 of 1, Ryder Lyons. Alright, that is it for football. Thank you guys again. Gonna have 2025 Leaf Metal Pops entry coming up in a few minutes. Gonna get that set up and good to go. I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. I'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. To make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live, eBay Live. Also, mention no further necessary. You can link down in the description. Breaking news, Hulk Hogan just died. Jesus. If I'm how you're finding out, I'm sorry. Kate Flannery and Kelsey Grammer. Ashley Eckstein, 1 to 10. John Travolta, 101. Pete Best, 101. And dual auto, Giancarlo Esposito and Stephen Bauer, 1 of 1. I'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Tom Berger, and press proof triple, Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, and Emilio Estevez. Kira Kasarin, 4-4. Selma Blair, 1 of 1. Chevy Chase, 2 of 3. And Uma Thurman, 3 of 8. Danny Glover and Joey Fatone. PJ Souls, 6 of 6. Frank Fair, 6 of 25. Susan Anton, 3 of 8. And Mel Gibson, 1 of 1. Leah Thompson and Nick Castle. Tom Arnold, 1 of 1. Joey Fatone, 9 of 20. Or 9 of 10, excuse me. Jamie Presley, 13 of 25. And on card inscribed, Uncle Rico, John Grease, 13 of 100. Box number 5. Leon Robinson and Jamie Presley. Roger L. Jackson, 6 of 6. Famke Janssen, 23 of 25. Pam Grier, 8 of 8. Sarah Michelle Gellar, on card, 135 out of 500. Jenny McCarthy. And printing plate for Rachel Bilson. Oriani, 2/6. Laura Flynn Boyle, 2/2. Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Ewan McGregor, 1/1. Dual press proof, Al Pacino and Stephen Bauer. Heather Locklear. Edward Furlong, 6/6. Tom Arnold, 2/4. Chaz Palminteri, 5/15. And Ethan Hawke, 1/1. Box of 8. Wanya Morris. And printing plate for Henry Thomas. Nick Carter, 8/8. Charlie Sheen, 4/6. John Carpenter, 4/5. And Kelsey Grammer, 5/5. Marissa Tomei and dual press proof Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana. Sada Baby, 2/3. Nathan Morris, 4/7. Dave East, 3/4. And dual feature Giselle Bundchen and Christy Brinkley, 1/1. And final box to break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Laura Flynn Boyle and Michael Douglas, close up the press proofs. Adriana Barbell, 1/6. Christy McNichol, 1/2. Bryce Dallas Howard, 1/1. And Michael Douglas on card, 48/100. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Go and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of the randoms, which we do have a few. For the hits, Ashley Eckstein, Chevy Chase, Danny Glover, Frank Fair, Famke Janssen, Mystery Redemption, Ewan McGregor, Heather Locklear, Edward Furlong, Chaz Palminteri, Ethan Hawke, Henry Thomas, Charlie Sheen, Dave East, Adriana Barbell, Bryce Dallas Howard. Kate Flannery, Kelsey Grammer, John Travolta, Pete Best, Kira Kasarin, Joey Fatone, PJ Souls, Mel Gibson, Leah Thompson, Nick Castle, Joey Fatone, Jamie Presley, John Grice, Leon Robinson, Jamie Presley, Pam Grier, Jenny McCarthy, Oriani, Laura Flynn Boyle, Nick Carter, John Carpenter, Kelsey Grammer, Marissa Tomei, Nathan Morris, Laura Flynn Boyle, Michael Douglas, Christy McNichol, and Michael Douglas. Tom Berenger, Selma Blair, Uma Thurman, Susan Anton, Tom Arnold, Roger L. Jackson, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Printing plate for Rachel Bilson, Tom Arnold, Wanya Morris, and Sada Baby. And headed to random.org. Press proofs, Al Pacino and Stephen Bauer, Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana, Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, and Emilio Estevez. And dual autos, Giselle Bundchen and Christy Brinkley, and Giancarlo Esposito and Stephen Bauer. Alright, that is it for Pop. We are on to 2024 Leaf Decadence Multisport in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go at the top of the hour. Till then, to random.org we go. Let's knock these out real quick. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to your Hardy Val Force. Got to go 7 times on each random, starting off with Al Pacino and Stephen Bauer. That is 6 times. Final roll. Al Pacino coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is another press fruit. Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana. That is 6 times. Final roll. Zoe Saldana coming out on top. Congratulations. Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, and Emilio Estevez press proof. Final roll. C. Thomas Howell staying on top. On to the auto, Giselle Bundchen and Christy Brinkley. Final roll. Christy Brinkley coming out on top. And finally, Giancarlo Esposito and Stephen Bauer. That is 6 times. Final roll. Giancarlo Esposito coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, that is it for Pop. We're on to 2024 Leaf Decadence Multisport here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. We'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. On B today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Decadence Multi-Sport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live, either live. Also, you know, for that safe link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Card number one. Tyler Hero. 10 of 10. Dual auto, Warren Moon and Donovan McNabb. 4 of 5. And emulsion, Steph Curry. Boom. 5 of 5. Box number two. Anthony Volpe. 2 of 4. Kevin Durant. 4 of 5. And dual auto, Bo Jackson and Brian Bosworth. 1 of 1. Boom. And final box of the break. Good luck, everybody. Jalen Milroe. 7 of 10. Magic Johnson. 3 of 5. And final card of the break. Quad auto. Brett Favre, Drew Brees, Eli Manning, and Steve Young. Boom. 1 of 4. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a quick hit recap going, and then we will take care of our 3 randoms. For the hits, Anthony Volpe, Kevin Durant, Jalen Milroe, Magic Johnson, Tyler Hero, and Steph Curry. Going to random.org. Dual auto, Donovan McNabb and Warren Moon. Bo Jackson and Brian Bosworth. And quad auto, Brett Favre, Drew Brees, Eli Manning, and Steve Young. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Spending a little bit of your Thursday morning here with us. We're going to head to random.org real quick and knock these out. Get you guys back here in a few seconds. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice, coming through hard to be valid for us. Gonna go 6 times on the random, starting off with Donovan McNabb and Warren Moon. Final rope. Donovan McNabb coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up, Bo Jackson and Brian Bosworth. That is 5 times. Final rope. Brian Bosworth coming out on top. Congratulations. And finally, Brett Favre, Drew Brees, Eli Manning, and Steve Young, quad auto. Final rope. And it'll be Brett Favre taking it home. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. It's been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having you all back in here sometime soon. And until next time, everybody, hope you have a great rest of your week. Lead into your weekend.